Hi friends, I'm Imran Ali. Today my topic of discussion is English Bill of Rights 1689. But before moving towards the topic, let me remind you, please don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Introduction of the topic. The English Bill of Rights was an act marked into law in 1689 by William III and Mary II, who got to be co-rulers in Britain after the topple of King James II. The bill sketched out particular constitutional and civil rights and eventually gave a parliament control over the monarchy. Many specialists respect the English Bill of Rights as the essential law that set the platform for a constitutional monarchy in England. Moreover, it is also credited as being a motivation for the US Bill of Rights. Background. As a result of the English Civil War, the English Parliament's power slowly expanded. A constitutional crisis emerged amid the rule of King James II, when the king's resilience of Roman Catholicism and his ties with France met with developing resistance from the Parliament. In 1687, James started to put Catholics in noticeable positions of control and in Parliament so that he could cancel the Test Acts. These were an arrangement of laws that restricted numerous Roman Catholics from taking public offices. James made clearing changes to the Church of England and imprisoned 7 bishops who contradicted his plans sometime recently, eventually releasing them. He also kept a huge standing armed force run basically by Catholics. Parliament had endured this to a degree since James had a daughter, Mary, who was in line to succeed him on the position of authority and who had been raised as a Protestant. Objecting to the policies and approaches of King James II of England, a bunch of English parliamentarians invited the Mary and her spouse William of Orange to attack Britain, so that he and Mary might run the show together. William was the head of the Dutch provinces. He was a Protestant. In the glorious Revolution of 1688, William arrived in England with a little armed force, and James fled to France. Be that as it may, Parliament would not sanction William's intrusion until he consented to maintain a declaration of right intended to secure certain rights in England. William and Mary concurred and mutually rose to the seat that year. Parliament therefore established the Bill of Rights in 1689, repeating the details of the declaration. The English Bill of Rights. The English Bill of Rights built up constitutional monarchy in Great Britain. A constitutional monarchy is the one in which the king or queen has a great extent of ceremonial position. It is a type of government where a monarch goes about as a head of the state, yet their authorities are characterized and restricted by law. Constitutional monarchies utilize a parliamentary framework with the Prime Minister as the top of the administration or government. The English Bill of Rights categorically settled that government couldn't lead without assent of the Parliament. The English Bill set up an established type of government in which the rights and freedoms of the individual were ensured under English law. The provisions of this important English Bill incorporated the Declaration of Rights and consisted of a list of misdeeds of King James II, 13 articles confirming the rights of the Parliament and the people and defining the limitations of the Crown. Confirmation of the accession of William and Mary to the throne of England. Important articles in English Bill of Rights. Laws should not be dispensed with or suspended without the consent of the Parliament. No armies should be raised in peacetime and no taxes levied without the authority of the Parliament. Parliament should be frequently summoned and there should be free elections. Members and peers should be able to speak and act freely in the Parliament. Excessive bail ought not to be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Conclusion. The English Bill of Rights became out of the glorious Revolution of 1688. During the unrest and revolution, King James II renounced and fled from England. He was prevailing by his little girl Mary and her better half William of Orange, a Dutch ruler. Parliament proposed a Declaration of Rights and acquainted it with William and Mary on Feb 13, 1689. Simply after they acknowledged, Parliament declared them King and Queen of England. Parliament at that point added a few provisions to the presentation and officially ordered the altered bill as the Bill of Rights on December 16, 1689. The bill sketched out particular constitutional and civil rights and eventually gave Parliament control over the monarchy. So that's all for today. I hope you will like this video and find it beneficial in your academic studies. If you have any sort of queries, questions in your mind, please comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel for more informative videos. Till next video, take care. Allah Hafiz.